All right, so welcome to, I would say, vlog day 8, I think it is. I think I was off on the last one. But we are locking a transaxle. So Wally has the old style transaxle. It has like slide-on hubs, and I've had nothing but problems with it. I mean, if you look at the whole season 2 of Mainly Motors, you'll see that we've had nothing but problems with the hubs sliding in and stuff. So the spare transaxle that I got when I went to Vermont is going into Wally. So Wally has that weird one. This one has the splined hubs. So it didn't come with hubs. I think Craftsman Crusher has a set that he's gonna give me, and I have a few things to give him. So we're just gonna trade over, and yeah, we'll wait for those whenever he comes up. I'm not too much in a rush to get this thing in. It's not like this will be in this video. It might, well, it will be, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the plan is to get the splined axle, transaxle in there. So yeah, I will show you what I'm doing. All right, so we got another one coming out. So this is the spare spare transaxle that I had gotten from all my parts in that guy right there. So that's a spare one from that that he threw in. So I am currently taking it apart, and I still got to clean the case. But yeah, I got it out, got the axle out, and I'm gonna go get it welded up. It's actually the one that has 3 sets on it. Usually they just have 2, so that's cool. That's how you know it's like an SS16. Barry had the same one, but not all of them come that way apparently. So I got to figure out, that kind of fell, so I kind of got to figure out how that goes back together, but no big deal. So I will update you when he's welding it. I just got a buddy at my work, and my work has a welder, so yeah, they're just gonna weld that up for me, get some good boogers in there and get this thing back together. And then this will go in when I get hubs from Craftsman Crusher. He has some splined hubs, so these are splined. So that's the reason why it's going in here, because look at that. There's an oil pan down there because it leaks. So I'm gonna make sure these seals are 110%, because I do not want to go through all this effort again just to have these seals leak. So I'm gonna put it all back together, fill it with some water or some fluid, because probably not water, but like gasoline or something, so I can see if anything comes out, and then put the gear fluid in, because that stuff's not cheap to just have leak out. So if I have old oil somewhere, maybe I can fill it just to see if it will leak or not, and then test it. So yeah, I don't like that, and I don't like the hubs on this, so we're going to a splined and a beefier, stronger set. And yes, that pulley came off in the 5-inch. Pretty much all the stuff that doesn't need to be on here that this is missing will go on here. So like the 5-inch pulley swap will go onto here, vice versa for everything, because it is missing. This is the high and low selector, and it's missing all the linkages and stuff that this has. So yeah, that will go on there. So I'll probably even put that shifter on here, because it has one of the so the SS16s have the bent ones to go around, because everything's tight on those, because the seats move more forward, so it bends it out to the original. So I'll probably put this one on there. But everything looks good in there, thank goodness, because kind of didn't know the condition that it was in. Could have been full of water and seized up like Craftsman Crushers, but who knows. So anyway, yeah, I'll just keep updating you, and we'll go from there. All right. It's been one day, and she is completely locked up. So tomorrow I'm going to, tonight I'm going to take these out, hopefully as a pack like that, so I don't get mixed up. And then same with this one. I actually have to take this brake, or I don't have to, but I'm going to take this out. So I'm gonna try to remember how all this goes together, and I'm gonna go bring it to my work and clean the inside and the outside with a parts cleaner, so it can be shiny clean. And then I think I have paint over here, and I'm gonna paint the outside black. So it's a mud mower, but it's gonna look good at the same time. So I'm gonna paint the transaxle, go above and beyond, and paint everything on this eventually. So as things go on, like I put new tires on, so I painted the wheels. So new transaxle getting painted. So eventually I need to clean this thing. I'm actually cleaning my car right now, so I'll probably because I'm gonna clean the outside too, pressure wash it. So I might as well just bring this over here as well and get it cleaned. So like I said, I went really deep in mud and then I stored it all dirty. So all right, so I want to catch you guys up real quick. So I'm working on the case, getting this one into Wally, and I ran into a little bit of trouble. So I got it to this point where it's beautifully cleaned out, by the way. It looks so good. And then I got to this point with this half of the case. So with this half, it has your high and low selector, your normal axle that comes out, and I believe this is your, I think it's your brake, or is that one your brake? Yeah, that one's your brake. So I think this one is your drive pulley side. So I had this one free, and then this had a stud broken off inside of it. I just spent the last 3 days just working on it for like a couple hours. I wasn't out here for hours on hours. I just tackled this a couple hours at a time, and yeah, it took 3 days, and I unfortunately had to drill it out and then tap it. So I now have a hole that is now tapped and works. So yeah, that took a long time, and you can see how beat up it is just from so the first method I did, I don't have any of them because I threw them all away. I took let's just use the brake nut, but at the time I just put a nut over it. I took my welder, my ground for the welder, grabbed the nut, got it around the stud there, and I put a big fat bead of weld in there to get it out. And yeah, I went through, I don't know, half a dozen nuts. Here's one actually, here's an example. So I took a 1/2 inch nut, put it on, welded it all up inside there, and tried working it to get the stud out. And I went through like a handful of these, and it didn't work. So that didn't work. It was really stuck. Oh, here we go. It was really stuck. So I had that like that all welded on, and I tried wrenching it off, and oh yeah, here's the pile. I have 3 left out of the handful, and I tried getting that thing out, and it was a no-go. So drilled it and tapped it. Works great. So I guess the plan now is I'm gonna look on my photos and get all these gears back in and get it all, one half of the case done and the other half of the case done. I don't know where all my materials went, but I'm gonna RTV it all the way around, cinch all these bolts on it, cinch it tight, let it dry overnight, fill it, and put it into Wally, and Wally will have a transmission that doesn't leak. And like, look, it's been out there for maybe 20 minutes and it's already started to puddle. So I am done with that. So let's hope that this new case doesn't do that. So yeah, I'm gonna look for all the parts. Looks like I got a part over here. And I'm gonna just get this thing together, hopefully clean this bench off afterwards. And yeah, I'll just do updates with you. And just like that, it's back together. So that took some figuring out. So like getting all this right, and then this sticks out of the case on that side, getting that in there and getting that in there, and just orientating it, making sure I have all the spacers in, and it was just getting the high and low. So this has a see the divots in there? So it has a slot inside here with a spring and a ball bearing, and it pushes out to lock it in place. Well, I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to wiggle this in here because this is a pain in the butt, and I ended up pulling that out and losing the ball bearing. I was like, no. So I went over here to figure that out, and they have a hole there for you, so when the ball comes out, you can get a drill bit or something in there to push that ball in and get this lever in. So luckily, the ball bearing was in the case somewhere. It rolled out onto the floor and I found it. So we're good in that regard. The next thing is to clean up the case and get some gasket sealer on there. But I'm gonna call it here. I'm all damaged up. So I want to, this is not from today. This is from a while ago. I think it was a couple days ago now. But yeah, I'm in pain, so I want to relax. I wasn't even supposed to do anything today, but I'm glad I did because this is just wrapping up great. So what I'm gonna do is kind of slap the case on there for now, get it out of the way, get everything I need for it out of the way, and I'm gonna do a nice clean through here because it is just an absolute mess. So I'm gonna call it here for now. So we'll catch you in the next day. Obviously, this video is gonna get this case done and slapped into Wally, believe it or not. So I might be going to Craftsman Crusher's house, Anthony's house, this weekend. I don't know. So it would be nice to have a deadline to get that done before then. But I need to do a big checklist. I need to do a lot of work to Wally, meaning just like look at it and maintenance it. I did, if you check that video out on Mainly Motors, I doubt this video is gonna come out before then, but it might. Maybe this video will come out before like 2 weeks or so. But if the video's not out, I flipped Wally. I hit my leg pretty hard, and I just want to make sure Wally's okay. It did make it back, thankfully, and it seems like it has no issues. I'm actually playing with the brake right now with it, and it seems like the brake works. So we might have brakes on Wally. I believe I just need a washer and a cotter pin, and I think it will be at least 100% for brakes for the time being. Now with this transmission, this transaxle, I got a oh crap, of course when I need it and want to show you, oh there it is. It's getting a brand new set of brakes, so I'm gonna make sure when this new transaxle gets put in that it's going to be 100% working with brakes and everything. I'm gonna do my due diligence with this one. I have fluid. I remember buying fluid. I see the fluid right there, actually. I bought fluid for it. I just don't know. I bought axle seals for it, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. Here, let me flip you around. So I bought axle seals for this case. As you can see there, that's what it looks like. If I can find, I believe I put the axle seals over here somewhere in my junk drawer, but I can't, of course I can't find them with you guys. Oh no, they're right here. So I got axle seals, the same ones that I put on Wally. If I can get them out. So look at that. That's all the way butted there, and look. Yeah, you can see that pretty well. These are smaller. So whatever this transaxle is, it has bigger seals than than that normally has. So these are the exact same axle seals that I put 9838. Same ones I put in Wally. Of course the camera's not gonna focus, but those are the same ones I put in there. And Craftsman Crusher actually just rebuilt one, and I gave them those exact seals and they worked. So this transaxle just has bigger axles or something. So I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. So I'm just hoping that these axle seals are okay. I believe, no, it did have fluid in it when I did it. I didn't see anything leaking, but you know, you don't know until it's full, and I will make sure it's full. So yeah, let me stop talking here. If I make any more progress, obviously I'll update you, but I think I'm done for today. It's currently Wednesday, and I plan on doing that Saturday. I plan on going Saturday. So I have a couple days. I'm gonna try to take a few hours every day and get this done. Again, it's not like dire need to get this done before Saturday. So, but it would be nice to have splined axles. Oh, and another thing is the spline axle needs, like, I don't know actually. I really don't know. A C-clip maybe? It didn't come with them. So, and it didn't come with hubs, by the way. Thanks to Anthony, I got hubs. So let me flip you around again. Jeez. So it didn't come with hubs, but Anthony came in clutch. And nope, that's not the good side. So yeah, for some reason it goes on tight. Like this one goes on tight. There's something messed up with the spline, because these both have a hard time going on this side, but it goes on that side easy. So just to show you that it's not this, not the hubs. So it doesn't go on easy. Yeah, let me put you down. All right. So yeah, that side wouldn't go on easy, and then this side goes right on. Nice. So I just don't know what holds it there. Is that like an E clip, a C clip? I have some around here in my stash somewhere. Let's see, Constance was going through some E clips, just eating them. So I have some around here, and I'm curious if that's what it will take. So let me look for those and I'll update you. So when I found them, I bought like 1 million of these. I don't know if that's what goes there. I don't know if it's big enough. So I'm gonna have to figure out what goes there. But I bought a bunch of those, as you can see. I have a whole pile of them because they were hard to find initially. So I want to know what this one has. Do I have a light handy? Yeah, I saw one. So I want to know what holds them on. Looks like a I think it's a C. I wonder if it's a C clip. Let me see if that will come right off, and we'll see if it matches what I have. All right, so I got it off, and yeah, no, it does not look like these. So no, almost does though. It's close, but I need one a damn. Hold up. So it's pretty close to that. It just doesn't have that third, making it an E clip. It's more of a C clip. So yeah, I will, I have that now off. So I will go look for it. But yeah, this is what it takes. Not sure how big it is, but I will make sure to buy a bunch of them and put it in this bag. So I have spares and stuff. So a bunch of, as you can see, the bag says SS12. So bunch of SS12 stuff. So yep, I have that now, so I will get it. But see how this one goes right on, and then when you go to put it on this side, it just won't do it. It gets stuck. There's something with the splines. It's not the hubs, because see how that hub went on that one really nice, and then you go to put this one on, fits right on. So it's, again, it's not the hubs, it's definitely the spline. So that's something to look forward, or look at in more detail. So I'm gonna grab a bunch of these. Almost swore, but yeah, I will grab a bunch of these to have spares of. So I'm glad that I had that part one. So anyway, I'll update you later. All right, next day here. Like I said, I cleaned last night, and I got it over here, and I'm ready to laid everything out too, all my bolts, but I'm ready to put some RTV on here. So I'm gonna put some gasket maker on there, and then I'll slap it on, and then it says to clamp immediately, so we'll clamp it, get it kind of tight, not to the full spec, and then it says wait an hour to fully tighten it down, and then we'll wait an hour, tighten it down, and in the meantime I'll start ripping Wally apart while that sets up. And then I think tomorrow we'll slap it in, or if things go really well, we can do this. I think it says it needs 24 hours before putting fluid in it, so I'm not sure. But if it says an hour it cures, then yeah, we can do it, because it will take me at least that to get everything done. So yeah, I just wanted to update you, let you know what the plan is. So I'm gonna slap it up, put it on, and then I'll update you. And just like that, it's all together and bolted up. I just did a bead on the outside just to make sure. That black silicone or black RTV gasket maker is new to me, so I don't know how it's gonna hold up on the inside. So I just put a nice bead on the outside. I mean, it squeezed out anyway, so I just rubbed it flat. I believe I did the same thing with Wally's other one. So yeah, I'm probably gonna drain the fluid on that one and probably redo the gaskets and everything, and this, or not the gaskets, but the seal, those things. So because this would be a nice spare transmission to have. I have been beating on it, so I'm curious if any shavings are gonna come out, but that would be a nice spare. It's not, I mean, it's not, I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not good at the same time. So yeah, I'm gonna get that backed in here, get it up on the hoist here, and get the fluid drained out, get the wheels off, and start ripping into it. So yeah, that's current update. I got nothing going on really. I shoved the plow rig into the shed there, and I got Stanley here just chilling. So yeah, looks good. I don't know if you guys saw that video or not, but yeah, there's a snowblower attachment. I'm really excited to use this. It's actually really beautiful out. It's like currently November, just hit November, and it's like 66 degrees out today. It's like, come on. It's like 32 in the morning though, so that was good. That was a good start. But I want to use this thing. Looks cool, really cool. So anyway, stop talking here. I think that said like an hour. It was starting to harden up already, so that was really nice. But it probably needs a whole hour, so it's probably going to be cured in an hour. So let's stop guessing here and read the directions. So it says clean all dry surfaces, cut the nozzle, assemble immediately. Surface will begin bonding and may need an hour until the silicone is firm, becomes tack free in 1 hour. Allow 24 hours to cure, and then cut with a sharp knife afterwards. So yeah, no fluids going in it, and it's not going in it today, so I'm gonna let it cure for probably 24 to 48 hours. Yeah, so because Wally's not really needed at this time, but we'll see. You know, it's only Thursday, so yeah. So technically, today's Thursday. I mean, 24 hours tomorrow. So technically, this could be up and driving. The only thing that's stopping me, let me flip you around, is not having those clips to hold the hubs on. That's the only thing keeping me from like rushing and putting this into Wally. So I'm gonna have to figure out where to get those. So, but I'll keep you updated on that. And then yeah, that high and low thing. Luckily, I'm not like rebuilding, because this has like this is how it came. Well, minus the brake assembly. It has the brake drum and assembly. I think it actually goes there. It has the brake drum and assembly, but it doesn't have hubs. It didn't have a high and low selector. Didn't, you know, it did have the shifter. So luckily I'm putting this into a machine that has everything. So yeah, I'm lucky there. But anyway, I'll stop talking. I'll get Wally backed in here, up on there, drain the fluid and stuff. I'll record that. So yeah, let's get to doing this. All right, let's see what it is, or how it looks. Ooh. It's a little milky for new fluid. So anyway, wanted to record, making sure I show you that. All right, so I just wanted to update real quick. I got the old Transaxle out. I'm really curious what that looks like. And that one's, it's tacky, so it's getting there. So yeah, tomorrow we'll make more progress, but I am done for today. I took the old shifter out, as you can see, and that's because the one that came with it is the angled one, meant for like like the STs and the SS16s because they're further up or something. So I'm gonna put that one in, clean it all up, and put it in this one. And then we'll put the new brake assembly and everything on it. I'll probably use I won't use these ones from in there. I'll probably use the ones that it came with. But yeah, other than that, this is good. I did take off the 5-inch pulley. That is going on here. I believe it goes, yeah, it goes on here. So that will fit on right there. So I'm probably going to re-weld it, or just weld up the sides there and then do some more in here, just because I didn't do it. So it's been fine. It hasn't really needed anything. It's been doing great. So no complaints there. So took this off. It didn't come with that. So it actually looks like a different style. So I don't know how that's going to work now. I actually just noticed that. So I'm going to have to see how that works. Maybe we'll have to, well, no, we can't tear back into it. So I'm going to have to make that work somehow, the high and low selector. Because as you can see, that one has like 2 prongs that go over it like that, and that one doesn't. So I don't know. I'll make it work. If anything, I'll cut into it and make it just like the other one. But yeah, that will be for tomorrow's problem. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know where we're at, and yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow. All right, so I got a little bad news here. I just siliconed that, got it tight, started putting the brake on, and it's different. I think I can get it to work though. I think I can just shove this through. No, so yeah, that doesn't work. It's supposed to have a square hole like that one. So I'm gonna try to get that one off. The thing is that this right here is stuck on that one. I also got to rip that one apart and take out the shifter link for the high and low. So that means I have to re-brake into this again. So there's going to be a delay. So I got to get this out and swap it with that one. And then that one I got to take out that brake assembly bracket. So I'll take this off. It's just 2 bolts and it comes off. So I can keep this on there. There's no problem there. It's just this bracket that I have to take off. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to do that. Maybe heat it up, do something, get a bigger flathead for it. I'll figure that out. It's stuck on there for now, so it's not possible at the moment. But yeah, so I got to swap that bracket out. This bracket will not work, unfortunately. And then also the high and low, I need to take out and put it in here. So it sucks, but you know, it's all a part of it. It is what it is. So yeah, just an extra step in there. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get to that quite yet. I thought this was going to be easy, but it's not. It's just turning out to be hard. And I also looked for this style on my other ones. So like this one has the same style as Wally. That one has the same style as Wally. And then the 2 in there have the same style as Wally. So for some reason, this is just an odd duckling that has this. So this is what all the rest look like, if you want a visual. So that one's a little bent apart. Gonna have to fix that. But that's what they all look like. All my other ones have that one. For some reason, this one just has a weird looking one. So I'm gonna make it work. So yeah, I got a lot of work ahead of me. I thought this was gonna be an easy little thing, but I guess not. So I'll get back to you when everything is bolted. I'm not gonna show taking this back apart and switching it. Maybe a quick clip of interchanging them out, but yeah, you don't need to see that. So we'll catch up with you. All right, so I want to give you an update on this. This has been quite the project so far, and look at the mess that it's caused. So that involved breaking into this. Ugh. Anyway, let me tell you the backstory. Whew. So, all right, might as well update you here. So it's gonna be a little bit of talking. You can skip through if you want. A lot has happened. A lot has happened since I've updated you last. So where should I start? I had to break back into this. So this is all sealed up now. I didn't want to bore you. I think in the last clip I described a little bit of what happened. So I had to re-break into it. So the problem is where's my thing? Here, hold up. Right here. All right. So I own 6 mowers now. I own 6 of these, and they have I have 7 technically. I own 6 mowers and have 7 transaxles. And out of the 6 mowers, they all have the same shift linkage. Well, on the 7th one, it has this style. This is your high and low selector. Okay, the one that's on it. I'll show you the one that's on it eventually. But out of the 7 transaxles, the one that I decided to put in Wally has this. So that's great. So I sealed it all up. I thought it was gonna work. I thought I could find one that looks exactly like this one, and that was the parts rig. I was hoping the parts rig was gonna have the same transaxle as that one. So I went in there, and what do you know? It doesn't have the style. So out of the 7 transaxles I have, one of them is this style. I'm really not sure what this is, to be honest. Luckily, it unscrews. So again, if I could find the shift fork that this went to in Wally, I stole, oh, it's in it. It's in the transaxle right now. So let me go grab that so I can give you a visual show. Okay, so I didn't want to re-rip into this, so I sealed it all up. I thought it was good, and I think the last update I was trying to put this brake assembly on. I was trying to put this brake assembly on, which the brand new material just fell off. So that's great. We're gonna have to figure that out now. That's wonderful. That was not like that. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that to stand. That's another thing now. Thanks. Anyway, I put this on. That you can see that style doesn't really work. So I went to get the one off of Wally, and that was stuck. So here's the screw. This bad boy was stuck in Wally. So when you or if you buy screwdriver sets, make sure the shank is square, triangle, hexagon, because then at that point I took, because I couldn't get it off. I heated it. I did everything. I could not get that screw off. I stripped one side of it pretty good. But then I put this on my screwdriver, and that barely did it, but it broke it loose. So if anything, don't buy the ones with round shanks. Buy the ones like square, like this one or something, because I allowed to get this out. So I got it out, thankfully. I don't know what I was gonna do. So here it is. It came off, and it has a square hole. So I'm gonna just take off that brake assembly, which doesn't really matter anymore now that that material came off of this one. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to glue that on or something, because that was not like that a little while ago. But anyway, I think that was where I was when I updated you. So this came off, thankfully, and then now that shift thing. So this is what it looked like, and this one is the one out of Wally's. The one that I even tried, this one had the correct end piece on there, but it didn't work. So I was able to take that off, because apparently Wally's trans is different from that transaxle. So I wasn't able to use Wally's whole assembly in that one. It was different. So luckily these unscrew. So so they come right off, and I put the correct one in that one. So I lucked out again there. So it's already it's RTV'd, gasket materialed on. Looks like it's dry, so I'm gonna fully torque it and fill it with fluid, let it sit overnight, see if it leaks. I'm worried about one seal on the side that might leak or not. So I'm gonna do that before putting it in. I'm hoping that dimensionally it's all the same. I'm hoping dimensionally it's all the same and it will fit right into Wally. I'm hoping. It's fought me so much. Like, it's been over a week. It should have been in there by now. So, and by the way, there's enough of this stuff to do 2 transaxles. I'm actually looking at it. There might be enough to do 3. So I'm very happy that there was enough of that to do that, because oh boy, this has been fighting me. I had to break open Wally's trans to get this, so this is now the parts transaxle, because I had to steal stuff from it. And I'm stealing the shift boot too, because it's the straight one. Again, hopefully that fits, because yeah, it looks like it'll fit, because like, geez, it's been fighting me. So hopefully that will fit. Hopefully everything works. I'm here to button everything up, get it finalized so we can get it in. I got a ride with Anthony's coming up this weekend. So I want to get this thing buttoned up and done by Thursday or Friday, so I can have some test rips on it for Saturday. It looks like it's gonna rain though, but it might luck out. So I told Anthony about that. It might rain, so who knows. I know he has rain gear to go out in the rain, but I don't, and I don't want to go out in the rain. So yeah, we'll have to see about that. But other than that, Wally's great. Wally's doing great. Needs to be cleaned. Oh, one good thing. Belt came in. So dude finally has the belt. I've been waiting on that for like over a month. I'm not happy about that. That was the last time I'll probably be going back there to get a belt. So I'll figure out someone else new to get a belt. So yeah, I got the belt. I'm hoping that will be a fix to the problem. It was too big and it was slipping in some mud holes. And you can see in some videos, it slipped completely off. So yeah, let's hopefully get a 75 on there, because I think I have a 76 or 77 on there now and it's too big. So I have that 75, and then he forgot to order a 74, so he says he's getting that for me by the end of the week. Doubt it, but we'll see. Maybe he's true to his word now. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get the Transaxle as finished as possible. This is the update I'm gonna give you today, and then tomorrow I'll give you another update. But I'm gonna try to get as much work as I can get done now, and because it's Tuesday currently, so I have plenty of time. But you know, I thought I had this all set for the weekend, and that didn't happen. So yeah, I'm gonna end you here. It's been a long segment, 6 minutes talking, 7-minute update. But yeah, it's been fighting me, so yeah, crazy. So anyway, hopefully it goes smooth and I can get her in there and we have no more problems. So I will update you. All right, so with that being said, she's done. Has fluid, took both of those, put the pulley on, put the brake assembly on, got the high and low in, got the both clips on there. I gotta remove so I can get the hubs on there. And yeah, it looks good. I checked it for leaks. It looks like it's not leaking at all. This seal's wearing me a little bit, but once I wiped it away, it hasn't come back. So it looked a little wet. I was spinning this around to seat the seals everywhere, and it seems like it's okay, I guess. So the real factor, the real test is to let it sit overnight. So here, I'm gonna pause you. I'm gonna get it flipped up so you can see the bottom. Bottom's obviously the most important part, because that's seeing fluid 24/7. Unlike the top where it's not seeing, it's just seeing the splashing when it spins over. So here, let me show you the bottom. And as you can see, it's probably been sitting there with fluid for a little bit, and it's completely dry. So yeah, nothing wrong there. Phew, it is heavy though. It is heavy with fluid in it. That's gonna suck. Just did a test there, nothing there. So yeah, this is looking good. All the seals, I was worried about that. Doesn't look like that's leaking anything. The seal looks fine. That seal looks fine. Nothing's leaking over here that I can see. If you see it, let me know. But yeah, we'll just let it sit overnight. I don't even know how good the case is, so we'll see if the case weeps. So like weeps overnight, if it leaks out overnight. So I don't even know if the case is good. But to fill these things is $20 a pop. So to have that one pretty much leak out all of it kind of sucks. So every time you fill one of these, it's $20. So anyway, we'll see how it does overnight. Keep my fingers crossed that it doesn't leak, because again, you know, $20 for the fluid every time. So yeah, so got everything on. I guess the next step is to get it in there. So whew, yeah, tomorrow it should be running and driving. So that's awesome. Yeah, I don't have enough energy to get it quite done tonight. So yeah, I'll probably see if I can get somebody over here to help. It's kind of tough to get these in by yourself, but I literally don't have anyone to help me. Corbin's on vacation and Eric works, so he works late. So yeah, I don't know. Don't have too many people, but I'm gonna figure that out. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here, and tomorrow hopefully we can get it in there. All right, just turn the lights on. Let's see what this Transaxle looks like. Anything? Any puddles? Look at that, nothing. Looks good. So that leakage is just from the gasket that was around here. This is all, literally everything from here is from Wally, and it was sitting in a puddle, as you can see. So that gasket is leaking because it was soaked full of gear oil, and usually those don't sit in gear oil. So I should have used that one because that one wasn't, you know, soaked in gear oil. So when I tighten these down, it leaked out. So as you can see, it dried up. So oh, that's nice to see that this is not leaking. So the axles look good. So yeah, let's just get this in here. It's a fresh day, and yeah, let's just see if it slaps right in or not. We will find out, and then I can finally clean this and get Wally done. So yeah, I'll just catch up with you. Well, I don't know. Yeah, this video might not even go up, but the worst thing has happened that I was hoping that wouldn't happen. And this trans is just so different from Wally's that it doesn't even fit. Like, let me flip you around and show you what I mean. So this is supposed to bolt up to that, and it's at what, 3 inches from not even being close? So that's supposed to fit in there. It's not even close. It's like two inches off. Like, it's just too wide. Like, this is supposed to just go right here, and it doesn't. So I don't know. This one's just so different from all the rest. I just really don't know. So yep, I'm gonna have to tell Anthony that, you know, this weekend's not gonna happen. So, because Wally's the only one that goes mudding. I don't have any others that can go out. So I'm gonna have to rebuild this one, obviously, but with the style that this is, I don't like it. Just how these hubs are. Like, it's already destroyed. It didn't destroy the hub, at least, but it's already messing up the keyway in here. Like, it's just getting wallowed out, and obviously it's not too bad, but it is wallowing out this, like that. See how that shakes around? So obviously I can't continue with this setup because it just doesn't work. So I don't know. I'm gonna just take a few steps back and reflect a little bit. So I'm just gonna take some time and figure out what I'm gonna do, because at this point I have no idea what I'm gonna do. So I don't know. I'm fine with using this case. I got new axle seals sitting right over there. I'm not worried about that. I got the RTB, I got the gasket maker, whatever you want to call it. It's just these hubs. Like, the whole point of getting this splined transaxle was to get away from this hub design. So the only thing I can really think about right now, just as a plan B to get out riding, is the steel constants. Actually not a bad idea. I kind of came up with that right now. To keep our Saturday plans to happening, I'll bring constants in here, and we'll get constants in transaxle into Wally. But that's all I can think. Like, that has the hub design that I like. It's better. It's not amazing, but I just don't use constants. So I guess I'll look around and find a transaxle that's laying around, because clearly this one's not working. So that one on the floor clearly it's not gonna work. So yeah, tomorrow, because right now I'm just stumped, I'm frustrated, I'm just not having it. So if this video goes up, That's what I'm gonna do. So, a fail. I don't know why this transaxle is so different. Like the shift link, maybe it's just this transaxle. Maybe every other one I've ever had wasn't a weird one like this. So it's so off. Like it doesn't even, it's not even gonna work. So I'm gonna run this by Anthony, see what he thinks. And I will get Constance in here tomorrow and get it slapped in, and we'll have Constance just laying around. So it deserves it anyway. It's not its fault though. It's not Constance's fault that I hate it so much. It's just its engine setup. It's gonna get a complete new engine setup and a new transaxle, because I guess Constance's transaxle will be Wally's new one for now until I find a better one that can fit into Constance. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I'll update you tomorrow. It just sucks that this has happened, but yeah, I'll get it over. So next clip will be getting Constance in here, and I'll have to set up Wally somewhere for now. But anyway, unfortunate, but we'll recover. We'll get there. So I'm gonna try to make this happen. I don't want to cancel. So I'll catch you then. Okay, so I'm editing right now, and I've edited as far as you've seen. And what me and Anthony have come up with is he did some searching around, like, why is this transmission, this transaxle so different? Like, it was just so frustrating. Like, I rebuilt it twice, like, I split the case open twice. I wasted so much gasket maker and everything, and it was just like, why isn't this thing so different? Why isn't it working? Why? So Anthony did some research. I was on a phone call with him, and I think we've determined that transaxle is out of the bigger, beefier GT18. So I own a GT18 transaxle. So there's two things that we can do from here on out. We can buy a GT18 to put that in, because it technically is all welded up and it's ready to go, or I could sell it and make some money, because I guess they're worth pretty good money locked up and ready to go. So there's two things that we have, but that's as far as I've edited. And it just, you can slowly see, like, if you're paying attention to the video, I know it's already 45 minutes long. What are we at? Yeah, we're at 45 minutes already on this video. And if you're paying attention very carefully, you can see the lead up to, oh, this is different. That's weird. This is different. That's weird. Now the case is bigger. It won't fit in there. And you could just see that this slowly just morphed into this very different transaxle. And I didn't know why personally. And it didn't stand out to Anthony until, it wouldn't fit. And it was 2 inches too big, like an inch on either side too big. So it just added up very slowly, like, oh, that's weird. And then when you put it all together in the grand scheme of things, you're like, oh, it's because it doesn't even go into an SS12. So that's what's wrong with it. If you've caught on throughout this video, you're like, oh, you're stupid, that's a GT18, comment down below. You're stupid. I get it. I don't know too much about this stuff, and I didn't know that the GT18 would be so different. Like, the SS16s and the ST16s have the option of having a spline transmission. So that's what me and Anthony thought. Like, there's no way this is that different, and it happened to be. So if you saw that leading up to this, comment down below, be like, hey, I knew that. Good for you. I didn't. And a lot of people, I don't know if they're going to catch on to that. So, you're a senior if you really do catch on to that. Like, hey, stupid, that's a GT18 trans. Of course, it's not going to fit. So it's unfortunate that I put so much work and effort into it. Not going to happen again. But this is how you learn. So if you learn the hard way, also put that in the comments. So I learned the hard way. No big deal. I will make sure, if I ever get one of these things again, to make sure it will fit in there. So that parts mower that I have, the an SS16, that Vermont, I went and grabbed the parts mower. That transaxle, sorry, might go into Wally. I think that's I think that's where we're headed towards, because Anthony said you could take the axle parts out of it. I think I described this later, but you can take the axles out and put them in that one, but I don't want to break up that transaxle. That's I think that's where I've come down. I think in the video that you'll see soon in a clip, I think I do make that decision where I'm gonna rip the splined axles out of the GT18 trans and put it into Wally's, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'll put Wally's trans back together, maybe find Constance hubs and put them on there, but I'm not ripping into that one at this moment. Updated moment, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna have it to the side, and if anything, if I want a spline transaxle, I'll take the one out that I got from Vermont and do that, because I had this whole plan with Stanley. I think I mentioned that in the other videos, and I don't think I'm going to be touching Stanley. So if anything, I think it's going to live at Corbin's house. He loves that thing, and I think when winter comes, Corbin's just going to fall in love with that, because he has like this little... So the reason why Stanley's going over to Corbin's house, Corbin has this tiny little snowblower. It's a little Turo snowblower. He's a big dude. He makes that thing look like a toy, and it hurts his back, and you know, he hates snowblowing and stuff. So to have a tractor and have a snowblower attachment on it, I think he's gonna fall in love with it, and he's gonna love this thing. So I think Stanley's just gonna go over there. Stanley's gonna kind of disappear and stay with Corbin, and I want him to give, you know, I want him to have that. So he might buy that. I guarantee you, give him 1 or 2 snowstorms, he's gonna buy Stanley. So I'm just gonna look for, I'm gonna do better research, and I'm gonna get an SS16 that has splined axles, and then I'll look for another parts SS16 with splined axles. So if you kind of know where I'm going there, I want to buy 2 that have the same transaxle. So if you're picking up my drift, you know, comment down below. Maybe you'll be right, maybe you're not. But I want to start over, and I want to find a rougher Stanley. I want to find a rough one, because Stanley's too nice to rip apart and do a cool build that I want to do. So anyway, this video is probably going to be an hour now, because I just did a 6-minute update. But that was the unfortunate thing that yeah, that it was a GT18 transaxle. So I want a GT18 now. I didn't realize they were that big, and now saying GT18 sounds cool as heck. So definitely gonna look for one of them. So anyway, that's your update real quick, your editing update. So yeah, if you saw that coming, good for you, because I had no idea. So thank you to Anthony, though. He did, I think he called some people and messaged some people saying, hey, why is this so different? And I think that's the answer. It makes sense to me, because I've never owned a GT18. I own all the rest, and they all look like the one in Wally. So who knows, just different HUD designs. So anyway, thanks a lot, and let's get back into the video. All right, well, might as well update you while I'm in the middle. So Constance is in here, Wally's over there, and yeah, this is Constance transaxle. And I'm literally just gonna keep this back plate on. There's no reason to take it off, just to put on Wally's. I'm gonna make the switch from the rebuilt one that I'm gonna do for Wally, and just it'll be easier if I just keep this on, so when I do take it back out of Wally, I can just put it right back into Constance. So I got the 5-inch pulley over here, and then right now I'm transferring over the brakes. So yeah, you can say this didn't have any brakes. So I'm taking that off. One unfortunate thing that I had to do, I had to cut the brake linkage off, because I forgot to, here it is. I forgot to take this out. You had to take this out, because this gets fished in like this. So we're down one of these. I'm hoping I can replace this. It don't look like that can happen. So unfortunately, we're down one of these now. I'll look for one online, or I'll take this one out and maybe thread it. Maybe cut some threads into this and put some threaded bar in. But that's for future me to worry about. Probably will regret that, but it don't matter. So I'm gonna just transfer. See, this is what it's supposed to look like. So yeah, that's something you do after or before you do this, or after you fix it. So yeah, so as you can see, I just cut it right there. So I'll just add on some threaded bar or something. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna take this off. It's a 7/16 bolt, if you're wondering. And there's 2 of them, so I'm gonna take that and just put it onto here, and then put this on, like probably lift this up and move it over, put it on some tires, and then get that back over here and get this in there. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna just update you when Wally's running, if that happens. I got 2 days, but I would like to get this done tonight. I want to take Friday off or something. I've been working every day in here. So I am just sitting on the floor. In between, I am full. I can't wait to get the shop upgrade. That's coming. If you're looking forward to that, that will come out next year sometime. But we're moving shop. We're going from a shed to an actual garage. So I'm on the floor, as you can see. So yeah, it's tight. I'm just sitting here on the ground. It's tight, so I can't wait to move shop. So look forward to that, by the way. A little tease. I am moving from this 12x12 shed that's not heated, by the way, which luckily, what's going on? November in Maine. What's going on? It's 70 degrees right now. I'm actually sweating in a sweatshirt in November. Second week of November. Crazy. Anyways, I'm not complaining because I can be out here and it's not freezing and you're not seeing my breath. So that's good. But I'm gonna get this over. I probably look tired because I am exhausted. And yeah, so we're going from a 12x12, which, as you can see, like, my workbenches are in my work area. So the place I'm moving to is going to be 11 foot wide. So we lose a foot, but that's okay. So we would go from 11 foot to, or 11 foot by 20. So I'm going to have 2 areas, a workplace for all the stuff, and then we'll have the fab area, so I don't have to work on top of myself. So I'm not going to say any more. That will be, you'll see that next year sometime, probably summer or something. I'm going to try to do it right. So I'm going to get the floor sanded, all the cracks filled in, and epoxy the floors and make it look good. So make it look like a little showroom when I'm not working in there. So it'll be cool. It'll be cool. I think the whole build will be here on Mainly Motor. So, or Mainly Media, excuse me. So look forward to that. Mainly Media will have that behind the scenes stuff. So anyway, that'll be exciting to get into double the square footage. It's not quite double, obviously, because we're losing a foot, but I would lose a foot width-wise to gain double long ways. So I know double would probably be 24 feet, but it's pretty dang close. It's pretty close. So I just did 20. There's stuff in the way, but we'll measure it, and it'll be cool. I'll show you when I do that video. I'll show a little layout of how I want to lay it out and stuff on what is it, Google SketchUp or whatever. So be cool, be dank. I think you guys like that. I know I'll be excited to go from a unheated wooden floor to a heated concrete floor. So that'll be exciting. But what comes with concrete floors, got to clean up the mess right away, especially if it's epoxied, because you don't want it to stay in the floor. But anyway, that's enough talking. I'm just procrastinating because I don't know how I'm gonna move this mower, to be honest with you. So we're gonna I'm gonna get it going. I think the plan of action is to, if it's not too heavy, pick it up and use the front wheels to slide forward, and then I'll put the tires that are off of it, put it underneath of it like I did Wally over there. Get Constance over there, and then pick up Wally with the jack. Thank God I have that. I found that in the garage. I think my dad used to own a motorcycle, so he has this motorcycle. It says right on it, says motorcycle / ATV lift. It says max capacity of 500 pounds, so it picks these things up like it's no problem. These are probably 400 or 500 pounds, especially with the 420 Predator in it. But yeah, so if you ever wonder, oh, how do you take these transaxles out? It's a motorcycle jack. Well, they're most commonly known as a motorcycle jack or lift, but it says ATV on it. I didn't see that, so I just thought of that one day. It was, I think, downstairs. It was downstairs holding up like a old TV, you know, those old like static TVs. I was holding up a giant one of them, and I'm like, wait a minute, I could use that. So I brought it in here, and it works great. So I need 2 of them now because now I'm doing multiple projects. But yeah, that's the plan. I'll update you when I do that, and we'll show Wally running. I'm getting it. That's my goal today, is to get Wally running, get it out of here, and be ready for Saturday. So yeah, if I can get this video out Friday, tomorrow, that'd be great, or Saturday morning, whatever one, that'd be good. So yeah, I'll update you. Okay, I had to update you. Dude, these things weigh like nothing. 0 pounds when you take the transaxle out. So there goes that. This looks like a 5/8 belt. I thought I replaced the belt on Constance with a 1/2 inch. Weird. Oh, the lock, safety lock engaged. Weird. This is a 5/8 all day. Weird. I thought I put a 1/2 inch in that. Huh. Oh, my bad. I really thought I did. So, but yeah. Motorcycle / ATV lift. So, if you work on these regularly, definitely recommend this thing. I wouldn't be doing this without it. So, all right. And then you move it on. And it's your foot. Like, this is so nice. Definitely recommend. I'm not trying to upsell these things, but they're really nice. Yeah, when I move, by the way, when I move into the garage, into a garage space, I'm going all out on tools. So I'm gonna be grabbing one of those tables, the scissor lift tables. I'm definitely grabbing one of those. No brainer. So there we go. Picks up the whole mower, and then you move it over. Woo. Losing stuff. Move over the mower. There we go. Oh, we're losing stuff. So anyway, that's how you do that. So we're getting it in there. So this is it's the same design as Wally, I would say, like hub wise. It just has a bigger shank to it, so it doesn't move in and out. So that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm not putting that back together. It's because I'm not dealing with that. So, but that one is getting rebuilt. Like that one, all the internals in that one going in that one, kind of like just the okay. Let me explain this to you better. So I've been talking, and what we're gonna do is, you see this shaft. This shaft, if it will focus, hello, there we go. This shaft is gonna go, I'm gonna take, see those spline shafts? So right here, these separate. So we're gonna take this out and replace it with one of those splined. And then you just weld it in, then you put this carrier back in, and then all the gears will go back in there. So that's what's gonna happen. I've been talking, that's something that can happen. I'm gonna rebuild it, I'm gonna paint it, make it look nice, do something, I don't know. But there's no rush now, so, with this. So, anyway, that's the plan. Take this out, replace it with the splined, and make one of them in one of them. So, yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, let me get this in there. Let me do this. Just take that, put it there, and put that in there. Okay, let's get to it. All right, look at that. I still got to replace it with the new belt, but it's here. It's on all the wheels. It's in there. Even got the brakes on, so it's got brakes. It's got the 5-inch pulley on it. This thing is ready to go, man. And just to ensure that it is Constance, look at that. Have the good hubs, not the stupid ones. So anyway, let's see if it goes out. Let's see if it moves. nice. Oh, and it's got brakes. That's nice. Oh. Oh, it's got brakes. That's nice. Might be low on fluid, but nice. Okay, with that being said, Wally's done. So I'm gonna end this video since it was very long and tedious. But there it is. It's got it looks so weird with the, you know, a nice transaxle in it. So no more leaking, no more hub problems. Doesn't even look like Wally from the back anymore. But anyway, it's dark out here, sorry. So with that being said, I'm gonna end the video right here. It's gonna just be done. I will do updates on getting that one. So the plan is to take, like I said, plan is to take that splined axle part, this part right here, and, you know, swap them. So that's probably gonna be the plan. I might steal the transaxle out of the SS16 that I bought from Vermont. I might put it in there, who knows? It really will depend on what's the easiest to do. But yeah, I think the only thing I need to do is clean the shop. It is so dirty, so messy. But Wally has brakes and a nice transaxle now. So, and the 5-inch pulley swap is on that transaxle. So it acts just like the other one did. It runs great. Tomorrow I'm gonna do more prep for Saturday. Saturday is a 50-50 at this point. It might rain, might not rain, so we'll see. But as of right now, everything looks good. I greased up Wally, everything's good. I'm gonna nut and bolt check it tomorrow. And then, yeah, we'll be ready for the ride. So I think when you see this video, it will be up tomorrow, Friday. So I could say when you're seeing this, tomorrow we're going out on a ride. So that will be nice. Can't wait for that. Have Anthony up here will be nice. He'll have a playground out back. So yeah, with that being said, everything's done. I'm happy to get Wally running again. I don't want it to be down again. So that's how it will be. Oh, let me show you. Constant's over there sitting on some tires. So that's probably where that's gonna stay. That it deserves to be outside for a little bit. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in another vlog day.